Just a Kiss, Chapter 9. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the previous 8 chapters of the story by finding a link to them in the description box below. Now then, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that and then hit the bell to stay up to date on the latest parts of your favorite fanfictions, including this one, and leave a like and a comment to help the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put Nathaniel thinks Chloe is hot. Now then, please enjoy Just a Kiss, Chapter 9. Did Nathaniel stay up far too late editing photos and video? Yes, he did. Did he regret it? Not one bit. Chloe had this energy for the camera he hadn't captured with anyone else before. A natural star that he'd discovered. Well, that he'd convinced. Somehow. Anyway, totally worth losing sleep to make content. Totally. That, and she was hot. That maybe might have had a teensy-weensy little bit of influence on his willingness to lose sleep. Maybe. Perhaps. Just a bit, but, not a ton. He barely made it to class on time, missing his opportunity to greet her, but knew he had to make contact anyway. He shot her a text with a finished photo, light balanced and stray hairs removed. Her phone lit up, catching her attention better than their teacher did. To his surprise, she shot him back a glance with a nod so slight he nearly missed it. His heart swelled with pride and a little bit of something else. No, it was just the validation emphasized by her hotness. Nothing more. Nothing else was going on in his chest. Despite his best efforts to get out of his seat once they were dismissed for lunch, he found the path blocked. "So, where are we going today?" Chloe asked, slamming her palm on his desktop. Wow, a bit aggressive, but he wouldn't address it. You're up for it? Nathaniel couldn't help but stutter in surprise. Oof, so much for even trying to be cool in front of her. This! She shoved her phone in his face, his photo lighting up the screen. Oh my Akuma, get out of the way, Chloe, Lila piped up, shooting her a sneer. She was sandwiched in between Nate and Chloe, and while he couldn't blame her for being upset, Nate wasn't used to Lila using such a tone. She was such a sweet girl most of the time. Why, do you feel inferior under my shadow? Chloe shot back, not bothering to move her eyesight away from Nathaniel. A clapback without physical recognition? What a power move. You! Lila began, and Nathaniel could swear he could see her bristle. Chloe, where are we eating for lunch? Sabrina interrupted. An unexpected but welcome deterrent. I was thinking we have a photo shoot, Chloe said, still not taking her eyes from Nate's. Oh. Lila wasn't the only one she pulled a power move on just now. Yeah, Nate replied. He knew what she was itching at. For a variety of reasons, that's a good idea. Really? I get to be in a photo shoot with you? Sabrina's squeals exuded her excitement, as wild and innocent as a 7-year-old climbing trees, unaware of the innocence her actions held. She didn't realize that this, too, was a tool of Chloe's. But it was needed. One of the traps social media influencers fall into is having too many photos of just them on their feed and not show any kind of reference to having friends. He'd read up on this, and it's a deterrent for brands. They'd rather sponsor girls who look like they have friends instead of a just them shoot. Paint splatters. This girl was smarter than he gave her credit for. It's incredible how meanness blemishes the appearance of intelligence. Yeah, Nate backed her up. I mean, I know both of you keep extra outfits in your locker, so I think it'd be a fun thing to do. I'll eat lunch real quick, Sabrina exclaimed before her face fell and she patted her stomach. Actually, I'll eat when we're done. Hello? Lila sat, arms crossed and growling. I'm still here. Her face tightened when Nathaniel looked at her, and she gave a soft smile, lifting a shoulder. Hey, Nate, would you please move so I can get out? The sweet tone's contrast gave him such whiplash that he obeyed without thinking. Chloe huffed as he stood up, finally looking away as she crossed her arms. Oops. Wait, no, not oops. It wasn't like he was her slave or something. Sorry about that, he said. Thanks. To his surprise, Lila planted a kiss on his cheek, running her hand from one side of his chest to the other as she straddled out of the seating arrangement. Okay. Weird. He turned back to Chloe to continue their conversation, but her face was red, the same shade it held when she and Mira got into spats. So, Nathaniel began. Meet in the courtyard in 5? Ugh, no. I've decided this is ridiculous. Chloe turned her back on him as Sabrina's face fell. Excuse me? Yes, ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I don't want to give up my precious lunch break for this. Besides, I already decided Sabrina and I would go to that new cafe on the corner. The one with the cat noir macaroons, Sabrina chimed in. Wow, this girl flipped expressions and energy at the drop of a hat. Yeah, but we're going to get the queen bee sundaes. My treat. Chloe grabbed her hand before Nathaniel had a chance to reply. What caused her to be so upset? How had he messed this up? He couldn't figure it out. But that superhero-themed cafe, that'd be an excellent place to have a photo shoot. Grateful he brought the ring light that clipped onto his phone, or anything else that was thin enough to attach it to, Nathaniel put his thinking cap on and pulled out his phone, bringing up the cafe's Instagram page. He wanted to be a professional social media manager, and now was as good of an opportunity as ever to start. Shaking a bit from excitement for the opportunity and a bit fearful for Chloe's reaction, Nathaniel sent his message, happy to see the business read the DM within 30 seconds of him sending it. All right, this would work. He wouldn't be able to eat lunch, but it would work. Grabbing his bag, camera packaged carefully inside, Nathaniel left the classroom, knowing his chase for content was a race against time, and he was determined to win. Nathaniel would get content for today, even if Chloe killed him. Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 10 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye! And if you've made it this far, put Chloe will kill him in the comment section. Bye!